Good morning. So today I would like to speak about a title, Covenant. So the idea is to influence you or to motivate you on keeping a promise, keeping a covenant. So to do this, I will give an introduction, I will give the background, some recent developments, and then wrap up as conclusion. And I will try to be as brief as possible. And covenant is described by dictionary.com as an agreement usually formed between two or more persons to do something specified. So a covenant is an agreement. It cannot be a covenant with yourself, but with someone. A covenant with God, a covenant with your spouse, a covenant with a business partner. So to give a background, as I usually do, I use the good book to give a background of the topic that I'm speaking about. So in Hebrews 9:15, it says, "For this reason, he is mediator of a new covenant, since a death has taken place for deliverance from transgression under the first covenant, those who are called may receive the promised eternal inheritance." So in this covenant, God offers inheritance to those who keep the covenant. So normally a covenant allows obligations and benefits to come through. So if you follow through on what you've promised, you will get the benefits promised. So if it's a work covenant, you promise that you will serve for a month and you get a certain amount of money. So if it's 10,000 that you get monthly and you've promised to give your service for a month, it goes in that direction. So my influence to you is to keep covenant promises. And I will give a brief background on or recent developments on how people who succeed, people who make it as CEOs, really make it. And from what I see is because they are covenant keepers. So I'd like to influence you by reading from an article that was written on Harvard Business Review, and this will give you some influence on keeping a covenant and eventually making it in your own life. So listen. Botello and others in 2017 in an article titled "What Sets Successful CEOs Apart." This article came on Harvard Business Review, as I said earlier, and I'll quote it verbatim, open quote. Mundane as it may sound, the ability to reliably produce results was possibly the most powerful of the four essential behaviors of CEOs. In our sample, CEO candidates who scored high on reliability were twice as likely to be picked for the role and 15 times more likely to succeed. Boards and investors love a steady hand, and employees trust predictable leaders. Close quote. So, can you look at this? So, someone who has been reliable is likely to be picked to be a CEO. So, it's someone who has met their covenant promise who is likely to be chosen. So, someone who gives surprises like high performance, then low performance, is not likely to be picked to lead because they do not stand to the covenant. I'll open quote again and continue reading. Leaders ignore the importance of reliability at their panel. Simon, a high potential executive we were asked to coach, was known as a miracle worker at his company. In a culture where exceeding plan by 2% was seen as a win, he had achieved and delivered 150% of his revenue target. While he had some misses in the past, he was now successfully running the company's largest business unit, its crown jewel. When Simon threw his head into the ring for a promotion to CEO, the directors were impressed with his recent exceptional performance, but they didn't fully understand how he had achieved it. And as a result, they doubted it was replicable. So the board opted instead for a safer candidate who was known for delivering steady, predictable results year after year. So in this story of which speaks of Simon, it shows that if people don't really trust you in following through a covenant, they will not reliably appoint you to higher or more senior work. And why is this? This is so because if you are expecting results, you'd rather have consistent results, not shocking results that are not so reliable. So if someone promises or isn't in a covenant, they need to stick to it. I'll open quote again and read from the Harvard Business Review. It says, our data supports the paramount importance of reliability. A stunning 94% of strong CEO candidates were analyzed and scored high on consistently following through on their commitments. A key practice here is setting realistic expectations upfront. In their first few weeks on the job, reliable CEOs resist the temptation to jump into execution mode. They dig into budgets and plans and engage with board members, employees, and customers to understand expectations. At the same time, they rapidly assess the business to develop their own point of view on what's realistic and work to align expectations to it. In 2012, when Scott Clausen took the helm of Culligan, the water treatment company, he inherited a struggling business that everyone believed had an EBITDA of 60 million. After completing his own due diligence, he had to break the news to investors that the real rate of return was closer to 45 million. Though he got pushback about the lower target at first, he went on to revamp the firm's business system and talent and delivered above expectation, to the delight of the board and to the delight of the investors. CEOs who ranked high on reliability employed several other tactics as well. 3/4 of them were rated strong on organizational and planning skills. They established business management systems that included a cadence of meetings, dashboard of metrics, clear accountability, multiple channels of monitoring performance, and making rapid course corrections. Most importantly, they surrounded themselves with strong teams. Unfortunately, this was not true of all CEOs. The single most common mistake among first-time admitted by surprisingly high 60% of them was not getting the right team in place quickly enough. For CEOs choosing talent, the stakes are high and the misses are obvious. The successful ones move decisively to upgrade talent. They set a high bar and focus on performance, relevant to the role rather than personal comfort or loyalty. Two criteria that often leads to bold goals. Close quote. So, you need to be reliable, and to be reliable is to promise or to get into a covenant which you can meet, and this eventually accumulates on you, like what compound interest does. So, in conclusion, I'll quote Russell Nelson, who said, "In legal language, a covenant generally denotes an agreement between two or more parties, but in a religious context, a covenant is much more significant. It is a sacred promise with God. He fixes the terms." So, I want to inspire you this morning to be a covenant keeper. Stay sacred. Thank you.